Up next on a special edition of Bulldog News Now, the Christmas holiday is less than 2 weeks away. We take a look at some gift ideas.
And do you know about the programs offered from Orangeburg County Transit Department? We have details later in the show.
Plus, we are counting down the hours till SC State makes its second appearance in the Celebration Bowl. BNN's Bonus Bite is next. Welcome to a special edition of Bulldog News Now, the Bonus Bite. BC 340 broadcast journalism students are producing today's show. I'm TK Ayumide.
And I'm Alicia Simmons. We begin with campus news.
Congrats to the fall graduates. Fall 2024 commencement was held on Thursday. The guest speaker for the event was NFL executive Ted Cruz.
Among some of the graduates were BNN's Emmanuel Washington and Chantel Simpkins. Here's a look back at the events.
This time with you, so if you would give me some grace as I just share. This handkerchief was my Uncle Jake's. So along my journey, I meet a lot of people. I've been very blessed to do that. One of my dear friends over the years is Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith has done this HBCU tour. He's been everywhere, but he hasn't been anywhere. Okay, I'm going to say it one more time. Y'all aren't hearing it. Stephen A. Smith does an HBCU tour. He's been everywhere, but he hasn't been anywhere yet. See what I'm saying? Okay, so, and I love all the HBCUs. They're great. My wife went to Spelman. Good for her. However, that's not South Carolina State. I said that's not South Carolina State. So, class of 2024, band, if you can hit me with a little get up for the Bulldogs, yeah. And if y'all can turn to that camera and say, Stephen A., what's up? Come holler at us. That'd be great. All three. 1, 2, 3. Look at the camera, Stephen A. You gotta come see us in South Carolina State. You gotta come see us. Come on, man. Give it to me. Give it to me. Come on, man. Come on, Stephen A. Come on, Stephen A. Give it to me, man.
We are just hours away from the SC State Bulldogs facing off against the Jackson State Tigers in the Celebration Bowl. This will be SC State's second appearance. BNN's DeAndre Brown was at the last home game of the season to talk with fans about the Celebration Bowl.
As South Carolina State's football team gears up to play in the Celebration Bowl in Atlanta, I caught up with some faculty and students to see how they're feeling about South Carolina State making it this far in the season.
I feel good. I'm actually excited because I know they work really hard to get here, and they put in a lot of work. So yeah, I'm happy that they was able to, complete it and get there.
Well, first of all, it is amazing that they're going again. Emphasis on again. First of all, we have a new coach, Coach Chennisberry. He has made a major impact on the team. So, I'm very excited to see what they're going to bring to the Celebration Bowl.
So I'm excited about going to the Celebration Bowl because this is my second time going. So it's always going to be a vibe. I love to see the Bulldogs in Atlanta. We always pack the whole stadium out. So
This has been an outstanding year for the South Carolina State football team. With a 5-0 record in its conference, it has created a lot of memorable moments for the fans, spectators, and just anybody involved. With them moving on to the Celebration Bowl, it's time to reminisce on some of the favorite memories that we've had from the year so far.
One of my favorite memories was having a game on Halloween night. I think we played North Carolina Central, and not only is that my favorite, but our quarterback had a major hit. It went viral on social media. It's still going viral on social media. So that right there is my favorite moment.
My favorite memory so far with football is doing the recruiting. I was able to meet a lot of new people, their parents, and I really enjoyed doing it.
One of my favorite memories, beating A&T. So that's definitely always a good memory. It don't get no better than that.
The Bulldogs are set to play in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium December 14th at noon. The opponent has yet to be announced. However, whatever opponent is put in front of the Bulldogs, I'm sure they'll do just fine. This is DeAndre Brown, BNN, signing out.
Again, SC State's opponent was the winner of the SWAC championship game, Jackson State. Our conference doesn't have a championship game, so the team with the most conference wins advances to the Celebration Bowl. BNN will have more coverage on the Celebration Bowl later in the show.
The possible shutdown of popular app is back on the news again. TikTok, a social media app known for dances and other creative outlets, could be gone in the United States.
BNN's Taylor Alexander joins us in the studio to break it all down for us. So Taylor, is TikTok really shutting down?
Well, TK and Alicia, we don't really know yet because right after judges ruled a plan to shut down the app could move forward, TikTok filed a motion to have the law thrown out. If you recall, getting rid of TikTok is nothing new. U.S. leaders, both Democratic and Republicans, have issues with the app being owned by a Chinese company. The thinking is the app is sharing data it gets from the users with the Chinese government. In some U.S. states officials are banned from using TikTok on government-issued devices. South Carolina is one of those states. We asked the user of the app their thoughts on getting rid of the app.
That is extremely sad. I hate that they're trying to push forward this decision. TikTok has impacted many lives and it's a very entertainment getaway. So I feel bad about it.
The law that could go into effect in January is if TikTok, which is owned by ByteDance, is not sold to a U.S. advance, it would shut down. TikTok asking for a pause in the ruling until a new administration comes aboard.
So Taylor, if a stay is allowed, do we know how President-elect Donald Trump would side on this issue?
Alicia, the former president has been on both sides of the issue. He most recently said he would save TikTok. However, it would really depend on his cabinet stance on the issue because the app is considered a national security risk. Reporting from the studio, I'm Taylor Alexander, Bulldog News Now.
For over a century, Black Greek-letter organizations known as the Divine Nine have been pillars of culture, service, and leadership within the African-American community. With the spring semester upon us, the time for the next generation of Neos is quickly approaching. The Divine Nine refers to the 9 historically Black fraternities and sororities founded between 1906 and 1963. Alpha Phi Alpha, Alpha Kappa Alpha, Kappa Alpha Psi, Omega Psi Phi, Delta Sigma Theta, Phi Beta Sigma, Zeta Phi Beta, Sigma Gamma Rho, and Iota Phi Theta.
How y'all doing? My name is Timothy Shelton. I'm a Spring 22 initiate of the Beta Delta chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. One thing I would say I like about my chapter is I was able to develop my leadership skills and also increase professional development. We're very active in the community, so I was able to help out, go to churches, community homes, do all type of volunteering, just give back. And a whole bunch of, one advice I can give to the interest is join clubs, keep your GPA up, and stay out the way. That's the way to go, honestly.
Chants, songs, and strolls are just some of the ways that these organizations celebrate their values and uniqueness. but beneath the performances lies a commitment to upholding the main virtue of brother and sisterhood.
My soul, that alpha fever, zoom, zoom, zoom. My brother, I love my
My name is Smith, and I'm a Spring 24 initiate of the Zeta Kappa chapter, Student Incorporated. One thing I really like about my sorority is we do a lot of community service and community activities. And one thing that I can say for help for Spring 25 is keep pushing community service, because serving the community is important.
God damn. Alright, at least it was fast. At least it was fast.
Okay.
My name is Trent. I'm a 2024 initiate of the outside chapter of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. And to me, the best thing about being in the org is definitely like networking. I like to go around, travel, and meet other bros. It's always good to see other bros. It's always good to travel. To the people that 2025, for them, I would say do research. Make sure you have the knowledge of the organization that you want to join. Make sure your GPA is great and be ready to work.
The Divine Nine continues to inspire and lead, proving that Greek life is more than just strolling. It's a commitment. Be sure to follow SC State Greeks to stay updated on all things D9.
Aaron Hernandez, Howard Cassidy, and Andre Waters are just a few famous players who were diagnosed with CTE.
BNN's Jared Kirksey did a deep dive on this topic. Here's his report.
According to a study published by the Harvard Medical Journal, at least 1 in every 3 football players surveyed had symptoms associated with CTE. CTE stands for chronic traumatic encephalopathy. It's often associated with major hits or blows to the head during football. Since I play football, I wanted to find out more about CTE.
Kaylin Andrews is a trainer for South Carolina State's athletic department.
Someone who experiences Alzheimer's, obviously in most cases with those that suffer CTE, they're usually at a much younger age than someone who would have Alzheimer's.
A concussion is a type of traumatic brain injury caused by a bump, blow, or jolt to the head, or even to the body, that causes the brain to rapidly move back and forth inside the skull. This movement can stretch and damage brain cells, leading to a range of symptoms. Some of the obvious ones are headaches and dizziness, but there are others too.
The way it changes the brain is pretty obvious, similar to someone who experiences Alzheimer's. Obviously, in most cases with those that suffer CTE, they're usually at a much younger age than someone who would have Alzheimer's. But the way it shrinks the brain, degenerates the brain, obviously if the brain makes up your entire personality, your biochemistry, biophysiology, all that stuff, if you pretty much disintegrate all of it, you're disintegrating and changing your personality.
But here's the thing, not all concussions are obvious. You don't need to lose consciousness to have one, which is why it's so important to be vigilant about every impact.
Protocol for colleges and really the standard across the board for any athletics is a 5-stage return to play before the athlete can return back to competition. So on paper it'll say a 6th-stage, but that 6th stage is usually the competition itself.
The NFL has been more aggressive about checking players for signs of concussions and other injuries related to CTE. Some of those steps include rule changes, more protective equipment, and educating players and staff. Here's what's interesting though. CTE can't formally be diagnosed until the player is dead and the brain is studied. Reporting from the studio, I'm Jared Kirksey, Bulldog News Now.
And we want to thank Jared Kirksey for that report. He also helped our sports with several other stories this semester.
The Orangeburg County Transit Department has many resources to help the residents get where they need to go. BNN Samuel Mitchell explores some of the options.
People moving people responsibly is the phrase that Orangeburg County Transportation lives by, an organization of dedicated employees committed to partnering with the public and private sectors to provide the safest, affordable, and efficient mobility solutions with quality customer service. We spoke with Vanette Green, Orangeburg County Transit Manager, and we asked her about the programs that they offer.
Several transit programs for the citizens of Orangeburg County, one being the fixed routes. Those will be the buses that you see circulating every day. They circulate to those certain stops 1 hour on the hour every day, Monday through Friday.
We also asked her about the special programs for disabled veterans.
A veterans program. We take veterans to Columbia Dorn Hospital on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and Thursdays to Charleston.
More than 75% of veterans use this program. We also reached out to Orangeburg County School District to ask about their transportation program. We spoke with one of the drivers, Deborah Middleton, a driver for Orangeburg County School District, and she speaks about how she enjoys working in the transportation field.
Built a relationship, as you saw, with a lot of the parents, the grandparents, and speaking, and it's a privilege because at one point in time we couldn't ride the bus. So your behavior, your attitude, if they're positive, you have a positive ride, you have a positive trip, your day will be positive.
Orangeburg County Student Transportation has a big role in getting students to and from school. In the school term, drivers travel over 8 million miles a year if that's not included school bus routes and sporting events across the state of South Carolina. About 85% of students in the district uses transportation. We reached out to Keith Terry, Director of Student Transportation, but he was unavailable.
On Friday, a fashion celebrity was on campus.
BNN's Kira McGowan joins us in the studio with more on who the celebrity was.
Celebrity shoe designer E2 Evans is a proud graduate and loyal son of SC State University, who this past Friday brought his foundation's annual Soulsville holiday toy and shoe drive to campus. Friday was a night of giving in the IP Standback Museum and Planetarium. Celebrity shoe designer E2 Evans and the E2 Evans Foundation partnered with multiple organizations in the Orangeburg area for its annual Soulsville holiday event.
My foundation is Soulsville, the E2 Evans Foundation. I'm a celebrity shoe designer, so I thought it would be appropriate to have a foundation that focused on my greatest passion, which is shoes. I see shoes as the foundation of every outfit. Nothing can boost your self-esteem like a great pair of shoes. When you feel good, you look good, and when you look good, you feel good. And I just noticed the difference. I created Soulsville in 1993 in Harlem. Our first shoe drive was on 125th Street. And from there, here we are. I mean, we've been committed to saving souls one step at a time, connecting footprints around the world. That is our slogan. I'm excited about tonight. We are partnering with the Samaritan House of Orangeburg. We have some dynamic sponsors. The Bear Garden is providing delectables, as well as Stack's Kitchen of Nices. We have Sifted Sugar coming all the way from North Carolina. And some of the other foundations that are partnering with us tonight include the Britt Gardner Foundation, which is called the Power Lifters, as well as Scott Cares Foundation. And there's someone else, Beulah Cares. She provided all of the stockings that are stuffed for the homeless. Or should I say, to be politically correct, the unhoused.
This event is not limited to one way of giving, as guests can gift shoes and toys.
Shoebox Santa. So on today, we collect toys, and on tomorrow, we collect shoes. So on the very first tree, on the bottom, you'll see a lot of the shoe donations. And then in the gallery, located in the rear, you'll see the toy donations and the stockings that were stuffed by Beulah Cares.
I got a chance to hear from some of the organizations that partner with the E2 Evans Foundation for this event.
So one, I would like for people, I want to bring awareness to everybody that there is a homeless issue in Orangeburg.
We just reopened about 5 years ago, and surprisingly, a lot of people don't believe that Orangeburg has a homeless issue. And one of the reasons is because during the daytime, when people are out and about, the homeless is walking around. But at night, if you come through downtown Orangeburg, then you see them gathering in the square and those type areas. So to bring awareness to the college students about what homelessness is and what it is in Orangeburg in the Tri-County area would be a wonderful thing, because some of the sororities and fraternities and groups on the campus already support us. They do certain drives like paper good drives, laundry detergent. I tell you, during this time of the year, the Samaritan House is really blessed because the community really rallies together to support what we're doing down there.
Well, I was called by Brother Evans and I got excited about his venture and toy drive. And, this is great for a perfect time of the season. We have so many children in our community that is not looking forward to much of anything because of where they find themselves in poverty and stricken areas like that. And so this is an opportunity to show God's love as we participate in this. Good Shepherd Community Ministries is going to commit not only to helping in this endeavor, but also in future endeavors so that we can make a difference in many people's lives.
I provide a place for the kids to drop off, come pick up shoes. I'm at Al's Barbershop. If anyone would like to come by and drop shoes off, they can come at the shop. I have a foundation called Power Lifter, and I'm joining with Soulville to help the community and better the community by donating shoes, helping the kids, helping homeless, and anything that I could do to be a positive role in the community.
To find out more about E2 Evans and his wonderful designs, or to simply keep up with him and all the work that he does, go to www.theevansguild.com.
College students have another option if they are hungry late at night. The hamburger chain Crystal's is opening its first restaurant in Orangeburg. The opening of Crystal's is from a partnership with the Breakfast Club host and South Carolina native Charlemagne the God. He teamed up with the company to bring more restaurants to South Carolina. Charlemagne is scheduled to be on site for Orangeburg's grand opening on December 20th. Crystal's is located on Chestnut Street. The holidays are here, and if you're looking for a few nice gifts, we've got the place for you.
BNN's DeAndre Brown is on campus to give us more.
At the South Carolina State bookstore, the holiday spirit is in full swing. With Christmas just around the corner, the bookstore is stocked with a variety of merchandise for perfect gift giving, from cozy hoodies to stylish caps. Today we take a closer look at these items and how you can make your holiday shopping easier and meaningful by purchasing some of those gifts to represent your school pride.
With Christmas right around the corner, the South Carolina State bookstore is fully stocked with various items that would be perfect for gift giving. I had a chance to talk with the South Carolina State bookstore manager, Garen Williams, to give you some insight on what are some of the best items for gift giving this holiday season.
Essentially, anything that's displayed here on the table, whether it's a gift for yourself, whether it's a gift for a loved one or a significant other, anything like that, I think is pretty much accurately or depicted or shown on the table here. So anything from tumblers, anything from ornaments here, and here. Scarves, definitely cold weather between the socks and the scarves, and the skull caps there.
Williams also touched on what are some of the newest and most up-to-date items that we have in our bookstore, and he also took the time to highlight a Black-owned business that supports and provides most of our amazing merchandise.
This crew neck and our hoodie is a part of our fall/winter 2024-2025 apparel line from a brand called Big Boy. They are a nationally recognized Black-owned company. And I take great pride in having a lot of their products here, and they usually send a new product every year or so. So these two pieces in particular are new. All of the ornaments that you see are new pieces with the exception of the hanging one here, but it's pretty popular item, so we usually keep it in the rotation.
Remember, you can find all of these great gifts right here at the bookstore, so why not spread some cheer and show some school pride with the perfect holiday gift? Happy holidays, happy shopping, and go Bulldogs.
I'm Samuel Mitchell with your Underground Report. Selena Gomez is making waves this week after receiving 2 prestigious Golden Globe nominations. The multi-talented star has earned recognition for her work both in front and behind the cameras. Selena Gomez, best known for her breakout role in Wizards of Waverly Places, Gomez solidified herself as a powerhouse in Hollywood. Her nominations this year come from her role in the hit Apple TV series Only Murders in the Building, which has captivated audience and critics alike. The Golden Globe Award ceremony will take place on January 7, 2025. Since its debut in 2021, Squid Games has become one of the most watched shows in Netflix history, captivating audience with its dark storyline, shocking twists, and social commentary. Now fans can look forward to a new chapter in the Squid Game universe. Netflix has confirmed that the second season is in the works at this time. The stakes are higher than ever. Squid Game Season 2 is set to launch in 2024 and anticipates and already building. Will the players survive this time and the new challenges they will face? Only time will tell. Big news for fans of chart-topping artist Rod Wave. The Florida native has announced his much-anticipated Last Lap tour promises to be a major highlight for music fans. Known for his deeply emotional pan music, Rod Wave has solidified his place in the music world with hits like Heart on Ice and Rags to Riches, featuring performances in 36 cities across North America. But it stopped right here in South Carolina, December 20th at the Colonial Life Arena in Columbia, South Carolina. I'm Samuel Mitchell. That's your Underground Report. Be sure to have a safe and amazing holiday season.
Welcome to your Orangeburg 7-day weather forecast. To start the weekend on Friday, we have a higher winter temperature of 56 degrees and at night a low temperature of 38. Saturday, there's a 54% chance of rain with a higher percentage temperature of 60 degrees and an evening temperature of 47 degrees. On Sunday, we will keep a high temperature of 60 degrees and a low of 47 degrees and a 39% chance of rain. Bringing in the work week on Monday with highs of 66 and lows of 48. Tuesday, it is partly cloudy with a high temperature of 68 and lows of 44. On Wednesday, the sun is out with a high of 65 degrees and a low of 43 degrees. And to close out the week on Thursday with highs of 64 degrees and a low temperature of 41 degrees. That's it for your BNN 7-day forecast. I'm Kira McGowan. Enjoy the rest of your day.
I'm Justin Gamble with your BNN Sports Report. Of course, the story everyone is talking about is SC State going to the Celebration Bowl in Atlanta. Before their trip, BNN's Ryan Stubblefield sat down with SC State's quarterback, Jaquez Hart.
Hello, Bulldogs. Ryan Stubblefield for our Sports Extra today. I will be interviewing Jaquez Hart from Douglasville, Georgia. He's a first-year transfer here from Bluefield State. Jaquez plays quarterback here at South Carolina State. He is a sophomore majoring in business management. Let's get this started with some questions. So, Jaquez Hart, what do you like most about your new HBCU?
What I like the most about being here at South Carolina State is probably just the spirit of just the students here, you know, the teachers, everybody's involved with what's going on, no matter what sport it is. The community really hones in and brings everybody in, makes them feel welcome, and I definitely felt welcome when I got here.
That's great. That's great. So what's the biggest differences from your last school to the school and coaches that you have here now at South Carolina State?
The biggest difference, I would say, just piggybacking off the last question, is just the environment, just the spirit of everybody, the community, making sure everybody feels comfortable, welcome, make sure they have a good overall experience here. And when it comes to the coaches, I feel like they definitely care. Not to say that the last school didn't care, but just preparation, I feel like they put a lot more effort into, taking care of business and going about their day-to-day stuff and coaching us.
Okay, so as we know, the Bulldogs went undefeated in the MEAC. So how does it feel to be part of a winning powerhouse program, and what do you think it takes to build such a team as you guys have?
It feels good. It feels very good to be a part of a program like this, playing with players who are, like the Nick Taste, the Eric Fences, the Ryan Stubblefield, KZ Adams, those guys, to really sit back and learn and see what it takes to win. And what it does take to win, I feel like, is the preparation that we put in, day in and day out, week in and week out. The hours in the film room, hours on the practice field, the small mundane things like Coach Berry likes to say. So I feel like that's what it takes.
So take us through a regular day as a South Carolina State quarterback.
Oh, man. Depending on what time practice starts, we got a 7 a.m. practice. Quarterbacks meet at Coach Williams' office at 5:30. Then we got a team meeting at 6 a.m. Then after that, depending on if Coach Williams wants us to go back up to review the script, we got to go back up during the 6 o'clock team meeting, then come back downstairs, get on the field before practice start, get warmed up, go over things we went over in the office, the details, the coverages, the fronts, depending on if they're a 3-down team or just different things like that. So then after practice, I lift in weights if we have weights that day. Then 4 o'clock meeting with Coach Williams. Never know how long you're going to be in there, so yeah, but it's definitely worth it, so, and it's showing, throughout the course of this season how successful we've been, and proof is in the pudding on how hard we work.
Yes, sir. All right, we definitely see the proof in the pudding. How do you tackle the battle between schoolwork and football film study and taking notes and knowing your opponent and still being a good school, how do you balance being a good college student as well being this great college athlete?
I think it's just staying focused, having time management, keeping the main thing like all the guys on the team says. And I feel like once you just set your priorities straight, everything will just take care of itself, not getting easily distracted, because it is easy to get distracted. So if you just stay focused on your goals and keep the main thing, setting your priorities straight, knowing what you have to get done, being where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there, I feel like shouldn't have any problems.
Okay, for our last question, what do you want to see from the Bulldog Nation as we support our football team going 1-0 in Atlanta for the national championship, HBCU national championship?
Everybody, if you can, all the support is needed. We'll greatly appreciate it. Please come down. Even if you can't come to Atlanta, we definitely want you to tune in on ABC 12 o'clock. And yeah.
I want to thank you, Jockey Hart, for your time in this great interview. I'm Ryan Stubblefield with BNN News.
BNN Taylor Ames Alexander continues our team coverage of SC State's advancement to the Celebration Bowl by talking with coaches and staff. Here's her report.
What's up, y'all? I'm Coach Nashawn Goddard. I'm the offensive line coach at South Carolina State University.
My name is Coach Rashard Austin. I'm the running backs coach here at South Carolina State University.
In today's video, I interviewed 2 of the coaches as well as got more information about tickets for the Celebration Bowl.
Being that you were here last year, what has been the biggest change, and also tell us about the culture?
Good. The biggest change of this program now is we are way more disciplined on and off the field. Coach Berry has done a good job of really following through with his promises, so to speak, if you don't do what you're supposed to do.
How are you preparing your offensive line for the last game of the season and the Celebration Bowl?
You know what? The last game of the season is going to be huge, so I'm preparing them, man, emotionally, because I got about 5 of them who's this is going to be their last game at Oliver C. Dawson. They're seniors and it's senior night, and we all know when that last game is emotional. You got your family and friends there, so I'm trying to prepare them emotionally by just getting right after that first series, get those butterflies out, but just make the main thing the main thing, you know.
The running game is very successful this year. How do you prepare your players week after week to produce good numbers?
Being a dog pound, like, so my running back group, we call it the dog pound because if you ever been to a dog pound, you walk down the aisles and it's a fence to your right, it's a fence to your left, and you look around, all you see is dogs. I mean, if you pick one, he's gonna be a dog. Now, you take one out of the game, put another one in, that guy's gonna be a dog too.
Is there anything you want to see your running backs do differently?
I just want to see us continue to get better. I want to see us continue to get better. I want to see us to continue to, play our best game. We haven't played our best football yet, right? So I want to continue to get better, fall in love with that process. It's still about the process of going 1-0 every day.
My name is Arnold Malloy. I'm the Associate Athletic Director of External Relations for South Carolina State Athletic Department.
Okay, do students and faculty from South Carolina State get discounts for Celebration Bowl tickets?
At the moment, we do not provide discounts for the students and faculty. However, we do have an allotment of tickets that they can go to scsuathletics.com to purchase.
The Cricket Celebration Bowl will be televised on ABC at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, live from the Mercedes-Benz Stadium on December 14th. That does it for the sports. I'm Justin Gamble with Bulldog News Now.
Now to what's trending. Each of the major dictionaries dropped their word of the year.
BNN's Faith Davis asked students what their word of the year was.
Good afternoon, guys. You're here with Faith Davis on the campus of South Carolina State University. And today we're going around campus to ask students what is the word of the year for 2024. Come with us.
All right, Justin Gamble.
Word of the year for 2024.
Productivity. I feel like everybody need to be more productive with the things that they're doing in their everyday life.
My name is Alicia Simmons. The word of the year is just vibe. Because I feel like a lot of people worry about stuff too much. Like, you just vibe, everything gonna work out.
Samuel Mitchell.
What is the word of the year?
Faith. You know, you gotta have faith to get through everything you do in life. So, especially with school and finals coming around, you need faith. You need to push through.
Jamarcus Elder. The word of the year, I would say, would be growth. I would say growth because any progress, anything, like if you getting better one time a day or doing something better each and every day, that's a growth.
Summer grade. I want to say the word of the year is positivity because you can't get anywhere in life just being negative. You got to remain positive through even the hard times. So I really want to say it's positivity.
Okay, guys, as you can see, everybody had a different word of the year, and everybody had their own personal reasons on why they chose that word. Again, you're here with Faith Davis, and thank you for watching.
So, TK, what's your word of the year?
My word of the year is productivity. Just getting things done and, making sure everything is where it needs to be,
See, mine is just vibe, because I feel like if you're vibing, then you go with the flow. Nothing can go wrong. I'm Alicia Simmons.
And I'm TK Ayamide.
Thank you for watching Bulldog News.